game number 2, live odds, sportsbookreview.com. Rockets and the Bucks. Rockets 5, 223 the total in Milwaukee. They just played last week. Good bounce back by the Rockets. Lost at home Friday to the Warriors. Then they went on the road back-to-back and finally beat Memphis. They ran them out as well. Still Ryan Anderson battling the flu. He stretches the defense. I mean, there's guys who just shoot on the line. He shoots from the parking lot, so they really need him. But Eric Gordon's been a big key to this team. And when he gets going and knocking down the threes, this team is unguardable.
Well, the thing that's amazed me about Houston is it's a terrible setting for the Rockets. I wonder if they're impervious to terrible settings. Remember, this is their 12th game in 18 days. The 11th court change during that span. It's their 5th game in 7 nights. But, hey, they closed out a four games in 5 nights stretch by blowing out Memphis. They blew them out. They went by 24 on the road on Saturday. Sam Decker got his first start of the season and scored a career-high 30. When Sam Decker's scoring 30 points, he could start again for Ryan Anderson tonight. But the Rockets, they keep showing depth. Clint Capella now being worked back in the rotation. He scored 27 points and had 16 boards in, about 36 minutes of the 2 weekend games. I don't take teams like Houston in spots like this. I can't. You recognize the spot, and you recognize that the markets may not adjust to it enough. But this Rockets team, man, the spots haven't seemed to bother them. Whereas Milwaukee, the spot's a little bit different for them. There might be a sense of urgency for Milwaukee this evening.
Yep. The meeting last week, Houston was laying 6.5. They won 111-92. Gordon was huge, hit 7 threes off the bench. Jason Kidd, quote, "They played harder than us." Anytime in this league when someone played harder than you, it's going to be hard to win. You have to give Houston credit. They played last night in Miami, came out here and hit us first. Their intent was to be aggressive early. They won that battle, end quote. It got worse from there. 0-3 straight up in ATS on the road trip. And then what happened with Parker got benched? Because I think he told the media something he wasn't supposed to. I don't know what the hell happened there.
Yeah, it's a little bit dicey right now for Milwaukee, okay? On this road trip, as you mentioned, 0-3 straight up, 0-3 against the spread. They lost to the spread by 45.5 points. No game was closer to the spread than 12.5 points. So they got blown out by double digits ATS in all of those ball games. Now, the final game, Kidd shook up the starting lineup. He put in Dellavedova for Brogdon. He put up Thon Maker for Jabari Parker. And it didn't help. Now, Kidd declined to talk about it was supposedly was a violation of breaking a team rule or something of the sort. But there was a significant players-only meeting following a loss, one of the losses at Orlando on Friday. And supposedly, it was not a kumbaya meeting. These guys were getting after it a little bit, and it got heated. And Parker said some things perhaps that he shouldn't have said, and he talked to the media about it, saying it wasn't well received when he expressed his point of view in the meeting, and then he was benched last time. It's real dicey for Milwaukee right now. This team that was bet on all the way in December, not so much here in January. And tonight's game for me is a watch and learn. Not a game I'm going to have any action on, Paulie, but if the Bucks show up here, it means something. And if they don't show up here, it means something moving forward, in my opinion.
The Bucks show up, it's going to the moon. It's going to be a ton of points scored in that one, and that will go over, as you say, the total. Go get to the college up next. Duke and NC State, and the only undefeated team left in college basketball, Gonzaga, with a write-in game, a weird spot, a home and home against Portland. Plus the play of the day on Sportsbit. Betting Insight today on SBRpicks.com.
That's right, the 8th annual SBR Forum Bash will be held at the breathtaking all-inclusive Hard Rock Hotel in Punta Cana on Super Bowl weekend. Join Natalie Rydstrom and the Odds Couple as they mingle with SBR pros and have fun under the sun. Stay tuned for video coverage of Bash activities, including a $5,000 poker tournament sponsored by uwager.eu. Only on SBR, your sportsbook authority since 1999.